Tonight at 10, a family is without a home after a fire in Huntsville. The Huntsville Fire Department shared these pictures on social media, saying they were called to the home off West Street late Friday night. More than half the home was consumed by the flames by the time that they arrived. Firefighters say that stone structure, coupled with other construction, made battling the fire very challenging. At one point, it became too dangerous for firefighters even to continue fighting the fire from inside. Sadly, 2 pets died in the blaze. The family who lived there was not hurt. No word on how that fire started. Tonight, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol says a 12-year-old girl is dead after drowning in a swimming pool. It happened in the Holly Creek area in McCurtain County near Broken Bow at a private swimming pool. Troopers say the group said she was going to go swimming, and 10 minutes later, someone went in to check on her and found her at the bottom of the pool. She was pulled out and CPR was started. She was taken to McCurtain County Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. And in Sallisaw, OHP troopers are investigating a deadly four-wheeler crash. The incident happened on Monday, and troopers shared Saturday that a 12-year-old died. Troopers say it happened on County Road east of Sallisaw. The four-wheeler was hit by an SUV, according to an accident report. One other person in the SUV was also hurt. A 15-year-old boy from McAllister is in the hospital after a tubing incident on Lake Eufaula. State troopers say the boy fell off the tube and hit his head against the water. 7 other people were on board the boat at the time. The boy had to be flown to a Tulsa hospital. His condition is unknown at this time. The shortage of court reporters is slowing cases across the country, including here in Arkansas. Now, a state training program is trying to bring more people into the field. Court reporters play an important role in the legal system, creating the official record in courtrooms. But as veteran reporters retire, Academy leaders say not enough new reporters are training to fill those jobs. The Arkansas Court Reporting Academy is offering scholarships, in-house financing, and a limited-time $2,500 tuition vouchers for some students.
That the shortage doesn't just affect people in that court reporting community. It affects, everybody. It affects the whole judicial system and the public as well, like if you're waiting on a trial.
The Academy says its 19-week online program can start students towards a career without needing a 4-year degree. You can learn more or apply at arcracademy.com. Well, during the hot summertime, we all know a dip in the pool or the lake can make a huge difference, but it can also lead to scary situations. Carter Thweet shares how one husband and wife encountered a potential deadly situation on a Saline County lake 2 weeks ago.
About to go out on the lake, get on the boat, had the grandkids, everybody set up.
A full Saturday on the lake, ready to launch for Keith and Lane Scott, until
he said he felt something hit him, and it was a red wasp, and he just swatted it away. And then we got on the boat, and we were about, 2 or 3 minutes away from the dock, and he looked at me and says, "Honey, I don't feel good."
Keith went and sat down, but his head rolled back and he began foaming at the mouth. Lane says she knew she had to act.
I looked at everybody on the boat and says, "Who knows CPR?" And nobody knew CPR except me.
The wasp sting had caused Keith to go into cardiac arrest, which outside the hospital has a survival rate of 10%. But that number can triple with CPR. Thanks to training as a teacher in Little Rock, Lane saved her husband's life.
I woke up in the ER and they started telling me what happened. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had no clue what happened.
Nikki Smith with the American Heart Association says it's the second story she's heard in 2 weeks of CPR saving a life in Central Arkansas.
Had she not started CPR, had she waited for emergency services, it may not have been a CPR safe story.
But it is. The Scotts say they hope it'll inspire others to learn the life-saving technique and protect their loved ones.
It was just one of those things that it was kind of a checklist. You just check off, I'm doing this because it's something I need to do. Knew it was important, did not know how important. I didn't know.
She's a rock star. I mean, I wouldn't be here without her. I mean, I feel like I got the lottery ticket sitting right here.
A scavenger hunt on 2 wheels brought riders together in Rogers today, all for a good cause. America's Militiamen Riding Club hosted its first ever Ride for Independence. Participants traveled to 5 historic landmarks across Northwest Arkansas, answering trivia questions at each stop. A portion of the proceeds benefits Sheepdog Impact Assistance, which supports veterans and first responders. Even though the event is being held the day after Independence Day, organizers say the meaning behind the season should be remembered every day.
A lot of people take that for granted, and you should remember what our founding fathers have established, and continue to support that.
Organizers say they hope to make the ride an annual tradition following this year's event. An Arkansas man has designed an app in an effort to help connect people with their local representatives and stay informed on government activity. The Handy Dandy Voter app launched globally on July 4th and allows for users to track legislation and government access, as well as learn about the candidates running for office. Founder Paul Cummings says he wants to increase civic engagement.
If it helps connect the citizens to their government, not just their representatives, but to their government, and allows the citizens to have a voice of how their life will be ran, it was worth it.
Cummings says he's worked on developing the app for the past year and a half, and you can check out handydandyvoter.com on how to download it. A big day in Bentonville as city leaders and community members celebrate a new chapter for a park that's been part of downtown for decades. 5 News reporter Jada Daniels shows us the new pavilion at Dave Peel Park and explains how the space is designed to bring people together for generations.
From live music and picnics to families spread out across the line, Sunday's grand opening brought the community together in the heart of downtown Bentonville. City leaders say the project is a part of the larger quilt of parks, a plan to create more connected public spaces throughout downtown.
We want to revamp the public spaces along the way to really create the most vibrant downtown that we possibly can have. And that's really part 2, is how do we make sure that downtown Bentonville stays our core economic center, our cultural center, our social center in our community for generations to come.
While the pavilion may be new, the land it sits on has a long history.
It goes back to 1976 when a group of citizens rallied to save this piece of property that we're standing on right now from being sold to the United States Postal Service. A group of citizens rallied together. They raised $36,000 at the time because they wanted this piece of property to remain a park for perpetuity.
Nearly 50 years later, that vision is still bringing people together. For community member Karen DeVino, the park represents a place where people from across Northwest Arkansas can connect.
Such a blessing to our whole community because, just as you say, some people are from Bella Vista, some people are from Bentonville, some people from Centerton. We all can find common ground here and enjoy the things that the city provides. And this is such a beautiful space for people that come visit.
And in a world where more interactions happen through a screen, DeVino says spaces like this are more important than ever.
Especially younger generations. You know, they're losing that hands-on, look at someone in the eye and talk to them and really communicate with them. You want to see the reaction of someone when you say something. You just don't want to see words on your telephone. And I think people are losing that physical touch.
City leaders say the pavilion is just one part of the overall redevelopment plan, and the reopening of the park's play space will take place in 2027. In Bentonville, covering news where you live, Jada Daniels, 5 News.